Hello YouTubers, I'm back. This is Frank with No Nose Home Repairs. Affordable and easy repairs at that. For this project, we're going to be working on this vinyl floor. What we're going to do, we're going to install a new vinyl on here. I know some people will say, well, you need to remove this old vinyl, but it's not absolutely necessary. Yes, you can clean it up a little bit, but you don't really maybe want to take this off. This is the old type of vinyl with the paper back, and it's been glued. And if you do remove it, all the paper's gonna stay behind, and you're gonna have to wet it down, scrape, water, wet it down, and scrape and scrape and scrape, and it'll take hours before you get to prep it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with leaving it, but yes, you can do that. My project is going to be about showing you how the new vinyl that is not paperback, how easy it is to install. The prep, it's up to you, whether you want to remove the old one or you just want to leave it down. So eventually we'll get the new vinyl in, and I'll show you how easy it is to install and to cut. No paperback, it lays down nice and flat. No gluing, and also the ease of installation and the cost is also effective because it's not as expensive as tiles or wood flooring or vinyl planking and all this. So here we go, I'm back with the vinyl. I just literally, practically, it looks like I dumped it here. But I'm trying to set up the longest straight edge, straight wall. And then I will have to make a big cut over here because there's a closet here, a big closet that I have to allow this cut. So I will be cutting from this corner right here up on an angle, not coming this way, but the other way to avoid messing this angle over here. Okay, so I'm gonna make a few cuts, and next time you see it, it will be laying down, just ready for the final cuts. So here we go again, guys. I have made some major cuts in order to be able to move around to make the final cuts, which is what I want to show you really. The major cuts, you just go ahead and chop up as much as you possibly can from the areas you don't need. You can tell this is a huge bathroom here. The actual width of this bathroom is, even with the corner and all, from there, from under here, all the way to the back of the toilet, it's about 11.5 feet. And then the length of it is about the same. So I had no choice but to get vinyl that was 12 by 12 feet. And then you got this big closet here, walk-in closet, that I had to cut out. So that's cut out. Yeah, once you get that out of the way, everything else, it's not that big of a deal. And I'll go ahead and set up my tripod and I'll show you how I make these little cuts. Great. So here we go. I'm gonna make some of these cuts on the corners to contour the vinyl to the walls and the cabinet and all this stuff right here. I hope you can see it well, but in any case, here we go. First and foremost, I will most likely figure this is too much. So right here, you already have this little corner cut. Now I use this chisel here, and I will push up against the wall, and that will crease the vinyl. You can tell the little crease here. Once I do that, that will crease the vinyl, and that gives me a guide to where to cut. Just that simple. And I will do the same here, but still we have way too much vinyl. So just give me a minute where I can just shave some of the stuff off and I'll come back. This is a piece that just was right under the cabinet. It was too much, so get that out of the way. I'm gonna do that same cut that I did earlier with the chisel to mark, and just go ahead and trim that off. And now I return to the cabinet itself. I could start anywhere I feel like. I could also crease it this way, just simply bending it. But the chisel gives me a good point of reference. As a matter of fact, a lot of people just go ahead and hold the chisel there. You know, you can just go ahead and push and mark and push and cut, push and cut, push and cut, push and cut, and the last little cut right there. So half of it is done. I'm just gonna trim it out. And then you can just go ahead and I move you over a little bit and see the rest from this side like this. And sometimes you just, once you get used to it, you just go ahead, make that free hand cut. There you go. Nice. We're gonna move into that little corner right there. Okay, so under the vanity here, more or less, again, the same thing. There's a lot of extra that I'm gonna trim out. You can see right here, this is way too much. I would just go ahead and take my knife and go to this corner here, and then just cut that right off. And the same thing on this side. Just cut that extra stuff off. It'll be easier to move. That way, it's easier for you to tell where to cut as far as the finishing cuts. There you go. Much easier to work with. You could concentrate on this corner right here now. You see it's a little bulging out, so you make this little cut. Okay, then trim this tiny piece here. Perfect fit. You can do the same on the left side here. One thing I really forgot to mention to you guys is make sure you have a nice sharp blade, and make sure your hand is never on the side of the blade. If I'm cutting this way, I'll make sure my hand is not on the side, okay? So I'm just gonna pause for a second and reverse the angle. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and trim this side. Do my marking. With the big chisel, and then there we go. Off it goes. Same thing on the opposite side. Mark it with my chisel, and then nice fluid cuts. Try not to make any jagged cuts. Okay? See? There you go. And now for the piece up against the baseboard. You're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna remove these pieces first. Anything that's in your way, just go ahead and take them out. And now, same thing, just gonna go in here. I can actually do this, and I'm gonna move my hand in case the knife slips and then I lose a couple of fingertips. There you go again. Now, go the other way. Same thing here. The other way. There you go. Just like that. And as you cutting, you will realize that the vinyl itself, if you have any bubbles anywhere, it's only because it's been held in a corner somewhere. And it just needs to be released. I'll give you an example on this side. You can see bubbles, see it's still holding back. So we need to work on this. We're gonna do this door right by the closet door. Okay. Let me show you this particular spot. That's it. Easy peasy. Okay, there you go. All right, ready? Here we go again. We're just gonna go ahead. This is a good corner already. Show you what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna cut. I'm not gonna cut this way, because then I cut this cover. I'm gonna cut this way. Up the other way. There we go. Okay. Mark and cut. Mark and cut. Now, there it goes. Doesn't get any better. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of this right here. This is a little more complicated. We have a carpet back here, so we have the edge of the carpet, which is only about maybe less than an inch away. So what I will do is I will take this up here. We'll cut about this much, and that will go under right by the carpet. Open this a little bit. Slip that in there. Push this on the other side. There you go. There. This could be trimmed later on. Let's get rid of this little corner so I can do that. Later you will trim inside the closet where it meets the carpet. Right there. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and move corner. Move to this corner, and we're just practically gonna repeat the process once again. Here we go. Just tap, tap, tap. Okay, see the tapping? Tap, tap, tap. That's kind of marked. Make it easy for you to know where to cut. Same thing here, once again. And just cut right on the mark. Beautiful. Okay, so at this point I'm gonna stop and then gonna go ahead and trim it all out, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's all trimmed out, okay? So I promised you I will show you the floor all trimmed out and ready. So here we go. As you can see, it's all nice and trimmed. All the areas is the doorway, the linen closets, under that vanity and all around the toilet and all. This is, yes, it's definitely a big bathroom, but again, I had to get a piece that was 12 by 12. That was 144 square feet. At literally, we only pay 99 cents a square foot. This just came out just about 150 with taxes alone, taxes and all at Lowe's Center. This particular house, they don't want to spend too much money on it because it's on the market. They know that once the new owner comes in, they're gonna rip everything up anyway. So it makes it look so much better. We'll go on the outside and bathroom so I can show you what it looks now compared to what it looked earlier. Oh, nice. Okay, so this concludes the installation of the vinyl. Once again, please help me out with subscribing to the site, to my channel. It's going to be called No No's Home Improvements or Home Repairs. If anybody's wondering what nonno, N-O-N-N-O means, in Italian means grandpa, because I love my grandkids. Everything I do for them. Okay, great, thank you. Subscribe and hit the bell. Bye-bye.